Meghan and Harry will find happiness as they just wedding in Malta. The Queen has praised the role of news media organizations during the pandemic crisis, marking a clear contrast with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's more strained relationship with the press. She also paid tribute to the invaluable efforts of local, regional and national newspapers supporting communities during the pandemic. Producing the September issue of Vogue that Meghan guest-edited in the first half of 2019 took 7 months. Months which, according to the magazine's editor Edward Enninful, were intensive, filled with meetings, phone calls, texts and emails. In addition, his guest editor also gave birth to her first child. In the same 7 months, January to July 2019, the court circular showed the Duchess of Sussex carrying out just 22 royal engagements. Less than one per week, though this period did include Meghan's maternity leave, along with a 3-day tour to Morocco with Harry. But why had this powerhouse recruit to the highest echelons of the House of Windsor spent 7 months labouring so intensively on behalf of British folk, entirely unremunerated it must be emphasised, while doing hardly any public work at all for the British royal family? The answer lay in Buckingham Palace, or, rather, had been forcibly removed from the palace just for months before Meghan's official arrival on the royal roster on the 27th of November, 2017, the date of her engagement to Harry. In July that year, the Queen's most creative and senior courtier, her private secretary Sir Christopher Jeet, 56 in 2017, had run the royal show brilliantly and sensitively for the best part of 10 years. Based in Buckingham Palace, the Queen's private secretary could be described as the COO, chief operating officer of the firm, as the family themselves describe their monarchical business. A fiercely shrewd, reflective and thinking character, who had previously worked in army intelligence, Jeet had played a key role in working out the mechanics of transitioning royal power to the next generation, from Queen Elizabeth II to King Charles III. But Jeet had infuriated Prince Charles with a speech that he had given in May 2017 to some 500 royal staff, the assembled workforce of the firm, announcing the retirement of Prince Philip from public life. This would call for more unified work than ever in support of the Queen, the private secretary had said. And the Prince of Wales's staff who heard him felt that this was both presumptuous towards their boss and actually dangerous to his interests. They had envisioned Prince Charles enjoying more power in the aftermath of his father's departure, not less, and Prince Charles agreed. As private secretary, Jeet had also controlled Andrew's expenditure, and he had blocked one too many helicopter and private jet excursions for the prince's fancy. Andrew wasted no time joining Charles in his complaints to the Queen. "Jeet has got to go," was their combined message to their mother. It was a profound challenge, with massive implications for the long-term identity and relevance, and even perhaps the survival of the crown in a changing world. But it was also an immense opportunity, since the interracial union of these two popular headliners, Harry and Meghan, and the royal rock stars, represented a unique chance to knit the monarchy closer to the people of all races and classes. Jeet would have put on his thinking cap, says one veteran royal analyst. He would have reflected on the big picture of what it meant to the monarchy and Britain as a whole. He would have talked to the couple to ask them what they wanted to do, then come up with some defined strategy. But Jeet's successor, Sir Edward Young, did not do the vision thing. This, however, had been a rare flash of colour in an otherwise grey career. For his disastrous Newsnight interview in November 2019, though he had to clear up the mess that followed, Young failed, particularly when it came to Meghan. Meghan came to perceive Young as the inflexible, bureaucratic figure who summed up what was at fault with the palace mentality. It wasn't just the Duchess of Sussex who had noted the failure of Sir Edward Young and his staff to come up with a satisfactory role for Meghan's unique identity and talents. Elizabeth II does not often put a foot wrong, but when she does, she is ready to admit it. Young kept his COO job. It also gave Jeet a special position in connection with Meghan, whom Elizabeth II had recently invited to team up with Harry as Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. The Queen had already made Harry the President, with Jeet the Chairman of Trustees. The trust existing to champion young leaders around the world who are driving positive social change. The idea was for Meghan to do special work supporting women and girls. This was all part of a new strategy to integrate the young Duchess more fully into royal life. The Queen wanted to offer both honour and responsibility to the couple. By handing them some role in her beloved British Commonwealth of Nations, a highly personal token of trust. And by handing the recently ennobled Duke and Duchess a semi-regal role visiting and being honoured ceremonially around the Commonwealth. The Queen added a personal touch. She had heard and read much of Harry and Meghan's wish to live an ordinary existence. In Malta, Elizabeth had tasted normal life as a young naval officer's wife, not a king's daughter. It had set up well to come back home and do her duty. Modern South Africa, with its black majority rule, could be just the spot, and the couple themselves seemed interested by the notion. The tragedy, says a palace insider, was that the Queen's broader objective was actually to bring everyone back together, not to split them apart. Meghan and Harry will get as happy as in Malta from the Queen, with the Queen handing over the title and giving responsibility to the Sussex couple. This makes the couple a nuisance and becomes even more busy. I think the British royal family let them be as peaceful as ordinary people instead of being part of the royal family. They have given up their title to freely do what they want and of meaning for society. So let them be really comfortable with their work. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.